Dub Nation, Warriors fans, I am back again. Yes, I'm back again. And I'm about to save the Warriors 2024-2025 season and beyond. Yes, whew. I have two deals, not one, but two deals. And it essentially is a 3-team trade, huge blockbuster one, that gets the Warriors. I guarantee that if all these players are healthy, that the Warriors trade for, the roster's healthy, the Warriors are in the playoffs. Not the play-in, the playoffs. C-Train, how did you do this? It's like the middle of August. How is this possible? The Warriors have ruined every chance for the last 2 years. For the last 2 to 3 seasons. Last 2 to 3 seasons of getting a number 2 scorer, a 20 plus per game, point per game scorer. Anybody of substance, a legitimate big. How about that? What have the Warriors been doing? This is what they did. They traded a quality talent that helped them win a championship in Jordan Poole for Chris Paul, and then they let Chris Paul completely go. Now, here's one thing. First, I'm going to give out the trade in 1 second. The trade and the whole deal will be gifted in 1 second, but I have to get this out of the way. Warriors fans, Warriors owner Joe Lacob has said that he loves fans like me, sports minds like myself, creating trade scenarios and whatnot. I'm legitimately worried that the Warriors, I'm not even kidding, I'm worried that the Warriors will see this, that they will leak this type of deal out because just to posture. They'll say, okay, this is really cool. This idea that C-Train has, it's awesome. Let's leak that out because we're not going to do anything anyways, but we think that it's interesting and we want our fan base and the media to think that we're trying to get ahead, but we're not really. I'm legitimately afraid. I think that it scares me because they never actually put in an offer for Lauri Markkanen. So it's like I feel like all the Warriors did was just put out a media campaign that they were going to get a number 2 scorer and just because that would quiet the critics because they desperately have needed one, just desperately. The Warriors need a number 2 scorer more than any team needs anything in the league. How about that? Is that enough? Or do you want more Warriors front office? Here's the deal. Here's the deal. The Warriors, this is going to be 2 separate deals essentially, but this is it. You ready? You ready for the big one? Here we go. The Warriors out in this deal, Andrew Wiggins, GP2, Kayvon Looney, Kuminga, 2 first-round draft picks, and a second-round draft pick. And in Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, that big blockbuster was to get Karl Anthony Towns. Now also, we're going to get Leonard Miller, but he will be flipped to the Pelicans. Here's the second deal. Warriors fans, are you ready for the second deal? You're like, oh no, he traded Kuminga. Andrew Wiggins has so much two-way value. Are you kidding me with the draft capital? The Warriors could have drafted a Quinton Post with those second-round draft picks. GP2, are you kidding me? How could you have traded GP2? He plays 20 games per season. How could you have done that? Hey, you ready for the Pelicans trade? Here's the thing. I'm sick and tired of the Warriors' inactivity. I want to win. You can see via my YouTube and every video that I make, I have a heart, the mind, and the friggin' guts to actually do stuff, to make these deals, to even envision a better Warriors squad. This is better than the Warriors are actually doing. Here's the second trade. Second trade, out. The Warriors are trading Moses Moody, Lindy Waters, so they can only do this August 26th. So this whole deal goes down August 26th, the whole thing, and it's done. And the Warriors make the playoffs for the foreseeable future. Their franchise goes up billions of dollars. I don't know. Steph may be the best ever when he wins another ship. Okay, here we go. But out for the Warriors, Moses Moody, Lindy Waters, G. Santos, Trace Jackson Davis, another first-round draft pick, and 2 second-round draft picks. Also Leonard Miller. In, only one player. In is Herb Jones. This is a play for the Pelicans. Now, why would Minnesota do this deal? The Warriors have to force their hand. The Warriors are now definitely getting into desperation mode, and I'll tell you why. Because there's so many stepping stones to things like Stephen Curry leaving, to all that. The goal after these 2 deals is to get Stephen Curry to sign for an extra season. So the goal after this is to retain Stephen Curry, to get enough confidence, that he has enough confidence in the Warriors to re-sign him in August, like now. He's eligible to re-sign. They need him. He's one of the best players ever. This is minor details. Okay, so why do the T-Wolves do this deal? The T-Wolves do this deal because they get, I make the T-Wolves the most talented team in the West. I just made the T-Wolves the most talented team in the West. The defensive versatility of Wiggins and GP2 is sickening. And they could flip Wiggins to another team. I don't really care. But like, okay, that defensive versatility is insane. And also, can you imagine what McDaniels, Kuminga, and Ant-Man would be like on the same floor? Insane athleticism. I just gave, the amount of talent that I just gave the T-Wolves is insane. And why would they get rid of Karl-Anthony Towns? Number one, they've been flirting with him leaving for a while. Number two, they have two players who I think make Karl-Anthony Towns even possibly. He's not replaceable or anything like that, but here's the thing. I think that Naz Reid steps in and is like, and can create Karl-Anthony Towns numbers, essentially, for the Timberwolves. This deal that I gave the Timberwolves is a Godfather deal. It's offers that I don't think that they can refuse. Also with the Pelicans. So the Pelicans have been looking to move off of Herb Jones for some reason. I think that what they're looking for is more contract optionality for Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson to be on the same squad. Now, there's also, there's rumors that the Pelicans are like, could even trade Ingram to like the Jazz, okay? But this is what it does. By getting Trayce Jackson-Davis, that first 2 seconds, and Moody, that gives the Pelicans optionality with upside in TJD and Moody, plus the draft picks. Y'all, I'm giving the Pelicans and the T-Wolves almost Godfather offers, and this is the reason why. The Warriors are able to do that. Two more times. I'm going to say that too. The Warriors are able to do that. One more time. The Warriors are able to do these Godfather type of deals because of how freaking deep they are. Now, out of the players that leave, Wiggins, GP2, Looney, Kuminga, let's just go Moody, Waters, Santos, TJD. Okay, let's see. Moody may not even play. Waters may not even play. Santos may not even play. Kayvon Looney may not even play. GP2's always injured. Got it. So like the Warriors give it like, so Wiggins, Kuminga, and TJD and draft capital. Got it. That's nothing. So here's what I got with the Warriors. Here's what we just did. The Warriors finally get their number 2 scorer. Their number 2 scorer, it's over. They get their number 2 scorer. He's a 7-footer. He's a big. Now, Towns is a big that can score in many types of ways. He can slow down the game. He can stretch the floor. He can block some shots. He averages 1.5 blocks a game. Probably be tops on the Warriors. Anyways, okay. You don't, for some people are going to say, oh, Karl-Anthony Towns, I don't know if he fits. What's the deal with that? C-Trade, you're going, oh, Karl-Anthony Towns is softer than like, you need a Karl-Anthony Towns type of play. You need a big. A big in the NBA is like the running game in football, in American football. Seriously. You don't know that you need it until you missed out on it and it's over. Seriously. The Warriors can no longer just let big aircraft carrier type bigs beat them just because they're big players. This gives the Warriors the exact looks that they need. Okay, with the Herb Jones trade. Okay. Am I overpaying for Herb Jones? Absolutely not. Here's my contention. I believe that Herb Jones would be better on the Warriors than Kuminga, GP2, and even Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, or almost as much. How about that? I believe that if you want two-way Wiggins back, if you want two-way Andrew Wiggins back, trade for Herb Jones. Are Herb Jones and Draymond Green, would they be the best defensive duo in the league? If you add Melton and Slow-Mo Anderson to that, so you got Melton, Herb Jones, Draymond, Kyle Anderson, is that one of the better defensive cores and versatile cores in the whole league? I absolutely think so. Draymond Green and Herb Jones could create one of the best defensive duos in NBA history. Those are two all-defensive players. Towns isn't, I admit this, I do not believe that Karl-Anthony Towns is perfect for this Warriors team, but that's where the joke comes in. That's where the joke's on all of us. We never think that bigs are good. I'm not even kidding. Like what big fits on the Warriors? Like Anthony Davis? What? I could even, some people would go against Joel Embiid even. And like he is a quality big. I get it. It's not about, okay, you guys are saying fit. What's the fit with Karl-Anthony Towns? The fit is in the look. The fit is in the look that he gives opposing teams. He is a huge man. He is a 7-foot man. He is capable of scoring inside and outside. He stretches the floor. He can handle the ball. He can pass a little bit, and he can stroke it from distance. This at least gives the Dubs a shot. Hey, let me run down what the Dubs depth chart would look like, though. At point guard, you'd have Steph, Pods, and Melton. Shooting guard, Pods, Hield, and Melton. Small forward, you'd have Jones, Anderson, and Hield. 4, you'd have Draymond and Kyle Anderson. 5, you'd have Karl-Anthony Towns and Draymond. Okay? Now, this is what you do. Daquan Plowden, you've just been upgraded. Pat Spencer, you've just been upgraded. They will fill out those fringes, but here's what the Warriors need to do. They need to go out and get Markelle Fultz. One more time. Go out and get Markelle Fultz. If the Warriors can do that, that will push Fultz into a guard type position and will enable players like Hield, Pods, and even Melton, I know, to play the 3. What are you talking about? I'm talking about Steve Kerr and his revolutionary lineups. I believe that he'll be able to play the smaller players at the 3 because he has the guarantee at the 4 and the 5 of a combination of Jones, Draymond, and Karl-Anthony Towns. This offers so much versatility. If you're worried about depth, don't be. Don't be worried about depth whatsoever. I checked out all the last 10 games of the Warriors season. They didn't play more. They played like 9 players. The chart that I just gave you is 9 players deep. That's without, or it's 8 players deep or 9. That's without, though, Daquan Plowden, Pat Spencer, and Markelle Fultz. And I want the Warriors. The Dubs can get Fultz. He's out there. Go get him. Go get him on a prove a contract. He could be not like a Livingston Iguodala combination, honestly. Without that scoring, just call it that. Okay, here's the sleeper thing. Like C-Trade, let's go with C-Trade. Okay, the modern day NBA, you need stops. You need to play defense. I just got the Warriors over the top on defense. You need to be versatile. I just completed the Warriors roster. I just gave them every look possible. What else do you need to be able to do? You need to be able to shoot. Hey, Warriors fans, watch this. Hey, Warriors fans, watch this! Steph, Pajensky, Jones, Draymond, and Karl-Anthony Towns. That starting lineup, every player shoots close to 40%. Last season, if you check the stats, every player in the starting lineup, 40% about or better from 3-point. Yeah, Warriors fans, before you start no, you don't complain or anything. Before the critiques come in and anything like that, just make sure. Be like C-Train. I want to critique your team. Don't say the team. Say C-Train. I want to critique the team which starting lineup you created with everybody shooting 40% or beyond from the 3 that also plays good defense. So make sure that you say that. So whenever the critiques come in about the fit that Karl-Anthony Towns may or may not be, okay? You have to say, hey, C-Train, I get about the fit for the team that you just made that is one of the better defensive teams ever, and also the whole starting lineup shoots 40% from beyond the arc. How are you going to guard that? Pods creates off the dribble. Karl-Anthony Towns even does. Draymond can even do that. Steph can. Everybody is deadly from beyond the arc. Karl-Anthony Towns, one of the best big man shooters of all time. Herb Jones, one of the better corner 3-point shooters in the league. Add that to his all-league defense. Draymond Green is improved. 3-point shot. Oh, lest we have, wait, what about that one guy, Stephen Curry? Are we done yet? Hey, can we win yet? Yes or no? So this is it. This is it. I just gave the Warriors a lineup of a team, of a squad that will absolutely compete. It will get to the playoffs. And when you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. Here's the thing. Do the Warriors have guts? Do you have guts? Do you have guts to believe? I believe that getting the Warriors the look, the 7-footer that can set those screens, pick and pop, pick and roll, that 7-footer, that all-defensive team champion. Herb Jones isn't a champion, but the all-defensive team squad player, dude, look. Don't say I didn't try, Dub Nation. Don't say the C-Train didn't try. And look at my trades in the past. They are all so gosh darn relevant. We did it again. We did it again, and this is probably the last one. Let's hope that the Warriors, that we aren't hearing Jeremy Grant, Kyle Kuzma, DeAndre Ayton. Let's hope even Cam Johnson's cool, right? But it's like, I knew Cam Johnson when his name was Andrew Wiggins. Similar type of players. Will the Warriors choose the prosperity of giving Stephen Curry a 20-plus point per game score and number 2 option? I have done it, and I've also helped. This is up to you. This is up to you, Dub Nation. Do we want it or do we not want it? This lineup gets the Warriors into the dance. From there, we let Steph Curry do the rest of the work. I'm C-Train, and I approve this trade. I'm out.